So let's just get right into it. So today I will be getting a wrap in seaweed from Tassili's Raw Reality Cafe, and I will be splitting this wrap with my daughter for brunch. For dinner, I will be having a large salad full of fruit and vegetables. I rinse my fruit with apple cider vinegar and water, and then I soak them in baking soda water for about 10 minutes. I always go in with my apple cider vinegar first and then the water because I do not want my fruit and vegetables tasting like apple cider vinegar. As I mentioned so many times before, I hate the cleaning process, but I love the end result. Now that the cleaning process is all done, I am loading my bowl with lettuce, strawberries, avocado, clover and broccoli sprouts, almonds, mushroom, onions, tomatoes, red crushed peppers, and homemade dressing made with avocado, tahini, lemon, crushed red peppers, cilantro, and sea salt. So as you may already know, I am just now getting into smoothies, so this is my snack for today. Now, I will say I love using water as my base. I don't use anything else as my base, and I love adding bananas and almonds to my smoothies because it allows me to get in the daily calories that I need while on this raw journey. How could I possibly carry on in my day without a nice glass of juice? I decided to take a sneak peek at my recipe list to make sure I had all the ingredients that I needed for one of my recipes. Although I did not, I only was missing 2 items, but I decided to make it work and juice what I had anyway. I juiced 1 whole pineapple, 4 oranges, 1 cup of cranberries, 1 whole honeydew, 1 piece of ginger, and I decided to add in 3 cucumbers at the last minute. This juice came out to be amazing, let me tell you. I love this combination now. I kind of want to create a recipe from it. Since I still had an appetite for some more food, I decided to top that off with a small bowl of fruit. We have to talk about a few things. So in my last video, it definitely stirred the pot a little bit because I mentioned that I'm cold all the time, and people were commenting saying that, you know, I'm anemic and that I shouldn't be eating raw, I should be eating cooked food, and, you know, sharing their bad experiences with it. Let me tell you, for one, I'm not easily swayed or easily influenced. For 2, I appreciate all comments. So please do not think that I'm calling you out, that I'm angry about what you said. I truly appreciate it, but I think that it's a cause for a healthy conversation because it's important. So please don't take this the wrong way. If you commented and said something along that line, like, I'm not calling you out. I just think that it's important for me to bring it to a bigger audience so that we can have an open dialogue about it. So I went to the doctor and I explained to her that I was on my 90-day juice fast, and I also explained to her that I add ice to all of my juices and that I'm now on a raw diet. So I gave her, you know, all the information she needed to be able to give me feedback on it. So she did take blood, but based on the information I provided her with and the information I provided you with, she said it does not sound like I'm anemic because I only have 1 symptom out of many that aligns with being anemic. She also said that since I'm adding so much ice to my juice, and now that it's like colder here in Georgia, I don't have anything in my diet to elevate my temperature, which naturally would make me feel cold. But overall, she was very supportive of everything that I was doing. She didn't say that, you know, you shouldn't be doing this, you shouldn't be doing that. She did tell me to pull back on the ice, which is something I'm working on. I've been doing that my entire life. That was not something that just started when I got on my juice fast or started refeeding. I've been adding ice to my juices my entire life. I am well aware that it's a bad habit, but that is something that I'm working on. I am not perfect. I don't have the perfect diet, the perfect lifestyle. That is something that I am working towards to build a healthy relationship with food. That's the journey I'm on. But from her professional opinion, she does not feel like I'm anemic or that I have any health issues. Now, I do want to point out that I'm pretty sure I'm still deficient in vitamin D, but I've been deficient in vitamin D for the longest. I've been supplementing for that. I'm pretty sure my numbers went up, but I won't know until my blood work comes back. So once I get my blood work back, I will give you guys an update. Another thing that I want to touch on is my vitamins and minerals. So for the first 90 days of my juice fast, I have been getting IV therapy, and when I started refeeding, I started taking non-synthetic iron supplements. I am very on top of my stuff. When I mentioned in my last video that I was concerned about, my vitamins and minerals and if it was coming from my food, it wasn't me questioning whether or not I was getting vitamins and minerals. It was me questioning where it was primarily coming from, because I feel like it's primarily coming from my IV therapy and my juices and not my food. I could be wrong on that. It could definitely be coming from my food. I just don't feel confident that it is. So I want to make sure I do more research and figure out ways to get all of that in my raw diet so that I no longer have that concern. I don't think I would ever stop doing IV therapy because it's just my favorite thing to do, and I feel like it makes a major difference. Like, I'm telling you, it really helps the body so much. Like, it's the best thing they ever came up with, in my opinion. I'm not being silly about it, and I don't want you guys to think I'm being silly about it. I'm very on top of everything I need. Also, I want to point out that a lot of the things that I go through on this journey is more mental than physical. So I feel like because I show the ugly side so much, I think it comes off as if it's not working for me. And that lets me know why people on YouTube and people who embark on raw journeys don't really share the ugly side because of things like this. Now, with me personally, I don't really care. I am going to share the ugly side because it is some things you're going to experience, and I don't want to put a bow on it like it's all good, because it's not all good. It will be some ugly sides as you figure it out. Just like a person who's addicted to meth and goes to jail, they have to treat those people accordingly, because if they are off that drug, like go cold turkey, they could die. That's a real thing. It happens all the time. You cannot just go cold turkey if you've been a drug addict, because your body becomes dependent on it. So you have to slowly transition out of it. And that's just the same as any diet, to be honest. Your body heavily depends on a drug, and when you go cold turkey, your body will flip out. It doesn't mean that meth is healthy, because it's not whatsoever. However, for you to get your body back to that state of homeostasis, you have to slowly transition. I don't automatically think in my head like, oh my God, this is not working, this is going to kill me, oh my God, this is like the worst diet in the world. No, I'm just moving too fast. Let me get my body used to this. And that's why I don't take melatonin or Benadryl or any kind of drug, because your body will depend on it for sleep. Okay, I don't want my body to depend on melatonin, because eventually my body will get used to that external source and then stop producing melatonin on its own. So when you stop taking melatonin every night, then you're like suffering from insomnia because you're not getting that source anymore, and your body is not producing it. It won't produce it because now it's lazy. I get this from an external source, so why would I produce melatonin? So it's so many things you have to realize when it comes to the body. The body will depend on anything you give it. It will create a new state of homeostasis. And that's the point I'm making. I just don't want you guys to think that this is an end all be all when bad things happen, because it's not. It's a journey, and bad things will happen on your journey. You just have to slow down a little bit, monitor where you're at, consult with a doctor, which I did, and just kind of go from there. I personally didn't feel like I needed to go to the doctor, but I went because I wanted that confirmation. I wanted to get on this video and be like, my doctor said. So yeah, anyway, but she did say, I'm fine. So I'm cool with like the feedback that I'm getting, but I do want to point out that this is why a lot of people quit in this stage, because of that, because of the talks from other people like, oh my God, you're going to kill yourself. Girl, look at your body. It's doing this, it's doing that. You should stop. You should eat cooked food. You should take this. You should do that. You really just need to be only talking to your doctor. If your doctor says everything's fine or feel like, you know, it's a strong indication that you are not dealing with this health issue, please only listen to your doctor. I don't care what anybody else say. Do what's best for you. For those who are giving the feedback, I truly appreciate you. Please do not stop, because I think it's very important for us to have those healthy conversations. Even if I disagree with you, even if you disagree with me, I think it's still important for us to have those healthy conversations. We don't have to be like angry with each other or, oh, I don't like this person or anything like that. It's really us having a healthy conversation. We all have a common goal, like to heal our bodies. So let's just keep that in mind. It's just something that I wanted to bring to a bigger audience. So in regards to the 7-day juice fast, I know a lot of people were asking, why are you going on another 7-day juice fast? It's a short juice fast, for one. Number two, my body is so, like, just like I mentioned earlier, that once you do something for a long period of time, your body like starts to crave it, start to like kind of depend on it just a little bit. That's where I'm at. Like, my body craves juices, and it's hard to really explain a lot of things that I'm going through and that I'm experiencing mentally and physically, because you have to experience a 90-day juice fast to completely understand where I'm coming from. If you've never gone 90 days on a juice fast, this right here will not make sense to you, okay? But I want to help you understand where I'm coming from. So basically, when you're on a juice fast for 90 days, your body will begin to crave the juice. If you go a day without juice, your body will flip out. You will be agitated. You will be annoyed. You will feel out of place. You will feel uncomfortable. That's how the body works. Like, my body still heavily craves juices, and I have to juice every single day, because if I don't, my whole day is off, to be honest. The only reason why I'm doing a 7-day juice fast is because I want to create a lifestyle. Once a month is kind of how I'm feeling. I don't know if I want to do it once a month or once every other month. I want to be on some type of juice fast, because I don't want to just stop because the symptoms went away. I did that back in 2016, and look where I'm at right now. I want to like really regenerate the cells in my body, and I don't want to operate based off of symptoms. Because you have no symptoms doesn't mean the absence of disease. You can still have inflammation in the body without symptoms. So I just want to throw that out there. This is why I'm doing the 7-day juice fast, because this is a journey for me. I'm literally trying to create this lifestyle that constantly promotes the regeneration of cells until all of my cells have been fully regenerated and healthy, and I'm living healthy as possible. I'm not hard on myself at all. I know a lot of you guys think I'm hard on myself. I'm really not. I just feel like we live in a society that promotes a certain lifestyle that anyone who dare, you know, change that is doing the extreme. That's not the case. That may be the case in the US, but that's not the case. Every country lifestyle is totally different than any other country. It's just that you have to create what works for you, whatever lifestyle works for you. I have this vision in my head of this lifestyle that I want to live, and I am going to make it happen. It's not about being extreme, because extreme would be what? You comparing it to society's idea of what a lifestyle should look like, or what a diet should look like. Like, you really have to think about what you are comparing it to, and if that's even healthy to do. It's not something that I feel is healthy. But don't let anybody around you or the people online sway you from what you want to do. Okay, so that's the message for today, and I appreciate all of you guys. Like, I hope that none of you take this as if I'm calling you out, because I'm really not. Like, this is really about healthy conversations. Like, I appreciate all of you guys. I hope you continue to comment, because let's talk about it. Like, you know, I want to know, like, what are your thoughts on what I just said? Like, how do you feel about the lifestyle you're trying to embark on? What do you feel like you could do differently? Like, let me know. Give me your feedback. Keep in mind, it's more mental than physical for me. Like, I don't have any issues physically. It's really mentally, like, oh my God, can I sustain this? And that's my only issue. So I just want to make that part clear. Please don't forget that our 7-day juice fast starts tomorrow. So if you haven't already, make sure you sign up. Click on the link in the description. Bye.